to the stories told. KTLA 5 and the Yahaviatum of San Manuel Nation proudly celebrate Native American heritage.
Give her the forever jewelry she really wants at Kevin Jewelers. 3-carat radiant solitaire ring or 4-carat total weight earrings starting at $50 a month. Kevin Jewelers, 41 mall locations, financing guaranteed.
'Twas the month of November,
and all through Bob's stores
for weekly unboxings of savings and more.
For Unbox Week 1, I'll let Bob shout it.
Thousands of markdowns on clearance and outlet. We're talking living rooms, bedrooms, dining, decor, and yes, that's right, even mattresses. And a ton of clearance at even lower, everyday low prices. But move fast, because when they're gone, they're gone. Unbox major savings every week in November. Oh my God.
Bob's Discount Furniture.
Broadcasting across California. Lorenzo. This is Inside California Politics.
I'm glad with us this week. Lorenzo. Sacramento on the show today. A big win for us on Prop 50 campaign, and Governor Newsom. Voters overwhelmingly passed the measure to gender the congressional effort to for Democrats. So these are the 5 House who are now that 50 passed. They all said they are going to run for re-election, including Northern California Congressman Kevin Kiley. Now to discuss what's next for him to keep his seat in Congress. Congressman Kiley, thanks for being here. I want to start with the question everybody wants to know. I know you said you are going to continue to run for your team after Prop 50 passed. Do you know which district you are going to run in? Are you going to stay in District 3?
I don't know. That's the honest answer. I will be running for re-election to the House, but it's a pretty unusual situation, to have your district chopped into 6 different pieces. So it's hard to figure out, what the best is when, sort of by definition, I can only now have the chance to continue to represent a certain segment of my current constituents. One thing to note, by the way, is that these new maps, they don't take effect until after the election. So from now through January of 2027, the 3rd district as currently constituted is still my district, so all the folks there are still my constituents, and I'm going to continue to fight to represent them and to serve them to the very best of my ability, as long as I have the honor to represent that district. But yeah, as far as elections, I'll be talking with folks for, in the years ahead, what that option is.
Any of that? I mean, this is we're not even a week out from Election Day here, but there's some speculation that you could go into District 6 here in Northern California. Also, Congressman McClintock potentially challenge him because he's seen as a safe Republican seat. Are you looking at both of those scenarios?
I honestly haven't had the chance to think about any of this in any great depth. I mean, the election just happened. My focus was trying to, campaign against Prop 50 and preserve independent redistricting in California. And of course, I'm here in D.C. trying to get us out of the shutdown. So all I can really say is that, where I run will be one of the 6 new districts that encompasses part of my current district. Beyond that, I'm not even really leaning in any particular direction.
Okay, so what is your autopsy report? Why did the no side not prevail, in your opinion?
Well, I mean, the yes side obviously had the entire political establishment in California behind it, from the governor on down, and so they had a lot of advantages that brought to the table there, a lot more money, and controlling process worked and the ballot language and everything like that. So, I was against it because I'm against gerrymandering. I think it's bad when it happens in Texas or any other state, and so I didn't want it to come back here in California. But the one silver lining I take from Prop 50 passing is that actually part of Prop 50, in fact, description, is that it establishes a state policy to support redistricting nationwide. So I am actually acting on that call to action on legislation that would take the that we had, our independent commission, and apply it to every state in the country.
In a second, but just to follow up here real quick, because when this first started, the polling showed that it was split, and former Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger was still a popular figure, said he was going to come out against it. Former Speaker Kevin McCarthy said he was going to raise $100 million, and they didn't do any of that. So did they drop the ball in a way, in your opinion?
No, I think a lot of people, it's just that you have Governor and the entire incumbent political establishment that is making it their top political priority. That's a really uphill battle.
Okay. Bill that you introduced to end mid-decade redistricting and this gerrymandering battle that we're seeing across the country too. You have gone to the speaker. He clearly isn't listening and doesn't want to bring this to a floor. He can't because he shut down anyways. So, I mean, what? The House is all the case, even government down. So I've been calling on the Speaker to bring the House back into session. It's been our session canceled for the last 6 weeks, which I find pretty mystifying. But as far as the bill goes, we actually have growing support for it. Don Davis just came up with a very similar bill. Many members of our delegation, the Democratic House delegation from California, have said that they support it as well. So continuing to call the Speaker to put to a vote, to use every available. I think if it were brought to a vote, it would pass. I should note that, by the way, the other bill that I mentioned would be a separate measure. So this one that I was just talking about is about, getting this redistricting war over with. That's kind of the current situation we're dealing with. The other one would say that by the time next regular round of redistricting after the 2030 census, we should just get gerrymandering across the country by having independent commissions in every state. Well, and you really have been calling out your party, too, and the Speaker for what you mentioned, not only with the shutdown of the government, but like you said, the House not being in session right now. Look, to run a successful race, having the party apparatus and Speaker Johnson the party, you feel like when you are going to have to run for re-election, you might not have the support of the Speaker?
I'm not really thinking about that. I mean, when I'm going to be an district, I'm going to fight for all Californians, and I'm going to work to overcome partisan divisions that are doing such harm to the country. And that's what I try to do in my short time here. And I think that mission is more important than ever right now with this redistricting war that we're seeing with the government shutdown. And, the fact is I've been very disappointed with the way it's handled both of those things. And I'm going to fight for him to get him to change course and for what I think is the best thing